I'm going to be running through the basic features of the trim command, showing you what it does within a task that I've set up within AutoCAD. So here we can see we've got different trim exercises within AutoCAD. So I've got loads of different shapes within my model space within DWG, and within these shapes here to the right is this same shape simplified, only using the trim command. So I'm going to be running through how I did that and how it can be used. We need to get up the trim command, and this can be accessed through the home tab, the modify panel, then the trim command, as you can see here. Or alternatively, you can type on your keyboard the trim shortcut TR, and you can see it's starting to come up, IM. As you can see here, it's come up with a little icon, the scissors, and you can click this icon. So the first thing it's going to ask you for within the command line is an object. And what this does is it treats your objects almost like sections, separating it into loads of different sections, and it allows you to cut away at the bits that you don't need. As I point my mouse over a section within my shapes, it's got a little X icon. What this allows you to do is, this little X icon allows you to cut away at the bits that you don't need, allowing you to keep the bits that you do need. So if I was to create this shape here, there's parts of my shape that I need to cut away in order for me to achieve this. And that would be, for example, this bit here. So if I left click my mouse, left click, it removes this object, effectively cutting away at the bits I don't need. As you can see, that piece has now moved and this part here remains. So I'm going to continue this, going through and cutting my shape till I reach the example to the right. So this part here is also not needed. So I can left click multiple times, deleting the parts that I don't need. Or so if I hold down my left click on my mouse, I can drag, almost creating a trim line, which I can now get rid of the parts I don't need. When I want to accept it, I lift up from my left. So anything that this trim line touches, it will get rid of, it will delete. So I can just extend that here to get rid of this part. So as you can see, it's not deleting one by one. For when I was left clicking, it's deleting multiple. Left clicking on my mouse, removing the bits that I don't need, or holding down my left click while dragging my mouse, then releasing my left click. I can switch between the two methods, trim line or left clicking. So I can go through my shape, continue doing these two methods. As you can see here, I've got to a point where my example to the right is looking similar to what I've created. And this is just through using the trim command. Just left clicking on the objects that I wanted to get rid of and effectively keeping the ones that I wanted to keep, or using my trim line feature as well. The trim command is very good for prepping your 2D shapes, tidying up any center lines or any markings that you may have made, and is a quick and effective way for cutting away the parts that you don't need, allowing you to almost create a final draft, so to speak, and it allows you to focus on the parts that you do need. As you can see within this video, the shape was looking very messy, but just through the trim command it allows you to tidy it up and create a final draft. Please let me know in the comment section down below of any tips, tricks or YouTube videos you want me to cover in the future. All the best.